Hi friends, so without wasting further time, let's directly jump on to solve questions and answer. Question number 171 says, which role provides consultancy advice and guidance to project manager across the organization? Project specialist, project officer, portfolio analyst, and P3O sponsor. So I believe consultancy and advice are provided by the project specialist. That is the generic role. That is the correct answer. Project officer is responsible for data collector, and analysis analyst role is responsible for dashboard and other things, and sponsor is responsible for investment. So I believe A is the most correct answer. Yeah, that is the most correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Question number 172 says, which describe embedded resource delivering the finance function assigned to temporary program offices. Option A says they are permanently assigned to program and project office. That is not the correct because it's a temporary program office role. They use the standard created by the temporary program offices. That is not correct. Temporary offices are not creating standards. They are following the standards or tailored the standard created by your center of excellence. Line management responsibility for them within the program office. Again, that is not all time correct. That is the program officer's responsibility. Processes that will follow are controlled by the finance department. That is very well possible, and that is sync with your embedded resource delivering things. So I believe D is the most correct. Yeah, that is the most correct. Process that will follow are controlled by the finance department. Embedded resource temporary programs that resource deliver the finance function assigned to the program office. Question number 173 says, which is a strategy planning and portfolio support function of a P3O model? So there are three functions: strategy support function, delivery support function, and COE. So out of this, supporting program tools use, that is a COE function. Develop consistent working practices, that is again a COE function. Reporting through a management dashboard, that is strategy support function. And facilitate program workshop, that is a facilitating program workshop, that COE function. So C is the strategy support function because it's related to strategy building. So that's the correct answer. So reporting through a management dashboard, that's the correct answer. Question number 174 says, which function area consider risk against the ability to achieve planned outcomes for a specific business change? A, strategy support function, B, project, COE, and delivery support. I believe A is the most correct answer. No, it's a D. Which function area consider risk against the ability to achieve planned outcomes for a specific business change? Yeah, so it's my overreading. So that's what I tried to read the question properly so that you are not able to make the mistakes, because subconsciously you are reading it's the risk related stuff, but they wanted to check risk of achieve planet versus outcome. That is a delivery job, that how we can achieve from planet to actual. So D is the most correct answer. Yeah, delivery support function consider specific business support, consider risk against the ability to achieve planned outcomes for a specific business change. Question number 175 says, which is not a factor that affects the design of the P3O model? Option A, existing level of PPM maturity of the organization, whether the local or central investment decision drive the business case, whether the framework agreement exists with the external PPM consultancy of the company, and option D, the number of distinct geographical division within the organization. So I believe C seems to be the most correct, whether the framework agreement exists within the external PPM consultancy company or not, that not related to your designing. That is the internal matter between the agreement of the company, consultancy company, and your organization, but that doesn't affect the design, because design is how complicated your organization structure, your maturity, your different projects capacity, but this particular function is least concern. So C is most correct answer. That is the correct answer. Whether the framework agreement exists with an external PPM consulting company is not a factor that affect the design of the P3O model for your organization. So that is the correct answer. Hope you enjoyed the session. Stay tuned and keep on learning, exercising. I again wanted to reiterate again and again, the more you practice, the more it will benefit you in the examination. Thank you. Keep on listening, keep on reading the question and answer. Thank you very much.